PDL Wiser Iconic Push-Button Dimmer is part of the PDL Iconic range of products and offers easy configuration and dimming operation using Bluetooth and the Wiser Room app. The PDL Wiser Iconic Push-Button Dimmer is designed for superior dimming performance and features three-way technology for smooth control over the entire dimming range, from 0 to 100% with most loads. The Wiser Iconic Push-Button Dimmer supports up to 5-way dimming over standard wiring using Iconic smart remote mechanisms as the slave controls connected to the dimmer via control link. When preparing the cavity or wall box for installation, you'll need a depth of at least 70 mm to accommodate the mech and wiring. PDL Iconic grids feature a patented mech locking bar which prevents pushbacks. Simply insert the mech until it clicks into place and then close the locking bar. To connect the cables to the mech, use the strip length indicator built into the grid and use a Phillips or square drive to terminate the connections. The terminals on the dimmer mech take up to 3 1.5mm wires, and being a 3-wire dimmer, a neutral wire is required. Ensure that the load connected to the dimmer does not exceed 300 watts. Fitting the grid is easy with the pre-mounted screws. Then just level it up and close the protective flaps. Finally, fit the skin to complete the installation. The installation is now complete and the lights can be used with no extra setup required. You can multi-gang up to 3 dimmer mechs in a grid. For a 2-gang dimmer installation, derate each dimmer to a maximum load of 225 watts. For 3-gang installations, derate each dimmer to a maximum load of 150 watts. Neutral is required at each switch point in the multi-way installation, and all active connections must be on the same phase. You can have up to 50 meters of control link cable between start and end point with a maximum of 5-way dimming. The PDL Wiser Iconic Push-Button Dimmer can handle loads up to 300 watts. For a multi-way installation of more than 300 watts, divide the lights into 2 or 3 load groups, each totaling less than 300 watts. Then, connect separate dimmers to each of the load groups. Finally, connect the dimmers via a control link cable to enable multi-way control of the entire lighting installation. Do not connect more than one dimmer to one lighting load group. You can enhance the customer experience by configuring the dimmer before handing over to the customer. To do this, download and install the Wiser Room app onto a Bluetooth-enabled smartphone or tablet. To pair with the dimmer, first ensure Bluetooth is enabled on your smart device. Then open up the Wiser Room app, tap Edit, Add New Device, then press the dimmer button 3 times. The dimmer and device will pair. Enter the name of the dimmer and select an icon. To test the dimmer functionality using the Wiser Room app, first connect to the dimmer. Check that the lights switch on and off via the app control button. Now, check the operation of the app dimmer slider control. You can simply adjust the minimum or maximum brightness level. Adjusting the minimum brightness is easy. Simply tap the dimmer settings button, Advanced Settings, and then move the minimum brightness slider to the desired level. You can also change the maximum brightness level. The dimmer LED is preset to be on when the load is off. You can change this by tapping Advanced Settings, LED Indicator Settings, and selecting one of the LED indicator options. Tap Save to apply the change. Any smart remote mechs connected by control link will adapt to the new LED indicator behavior. Creating an installer restore point makes it easy to return the dimmer back to the settings you made at installation. Tap Advanced Settings, create an installer restore point, and enter the password 1234. This password cannot be changed. Now, you or your customer can restore your settings at any time. We've made it easy to set up multiple dimmers with the same settings. Set up the first dimmer, then, when pairing with a new dimmer, tap Copy Settings from another device. Select the dimmer you wish to use, then tap Copy. Repeat this for the remaining dimmers in the installation. You can also find the Copy Settings button in the Advanced Settings page. Restoring the dimmer to factory defaults from the app is easy. Just tap the Settings icon for the dimmer and tap Settings Reset. The dimmer will restart with all settings restored to factory defaults. The device name, room name and icon will be reset. However, the Bluetooth connection will remain after the restore is finished. You can also restore the dimmer to factory defaults using the MEC push button. Remove the skin so that you can see the MEC push button. Now press the MEC push button 4 times and hold. Then release the button when the red LED starts flashing. The dimmer will restart with all settings restored to factory defaults. All custom settings made to the dimmer, including device name, room name, icon and Bluetooth connection settings, will be lost once the restore is finished.